Could a nasal spray help stop the spread of coronavirus? An Israeli pharmaceutical company says its powder-based nasal spray can block viruses, including the novel COVID-19 virus, from entering the nasal passages, which is one of the main ways that the virus enters the human body. It's meant to serve as an extra layer of precaution. With me now in studio is the Chief Executive Officer of Nasus Pharma, Dr. Dalia Megiddo. Thank you so much, Doctor, for being with me. We see the spray on the table here. This is not a vaccine or even a treatment, but a protection layer.
That's correct.
But what does it do? I mean, so if you spray it in your nose, how does it stop any virus from getting up in there?
So, the powder itself contains a very specific pharmaceutical molecules that is dry, but when you insufflate it into the nose, it absorbs water from the nose and creates a gel, a very microscopic sized gel. Not only that, the gel is acidic. Now this creates both mechanical or physical blockage, so the virus cannot reach the cells of the nose and connect to the receptor and enter the body. Also, because it is acidic, the virus cannot survive in an acidic environment. So when we developed this, we tested it first in a laboratory in collaboration with University of Virginia. And we have shown in a situation in the laboratory that mimics the condition of the nose that 99.99% of the viruses of the SARS virus, of the COVID virus.
These are privately funded clinical tests, clinical studies?
Yes.
They were done in America, or this was in coordination with the university?
No, they were done in America. We just sent them the powder and they brought in the virus and created the laboratory situation that mimics the nose.
And tell me more about the mimicking here. I mean, how do you kind of make sure that the laboratory setting replicates the experience of a human when they would use it?
So we have repeated that test in real life experience. After we have found out in the laboratory that it is highly effective, close to 100%, we repeated this experience here in Bnei Brak. And as you know, Bnei Brak is one of the red cities that we have. It is a very densely populated city.
High infection rate, dense population, crowded conditions.
And so before Rosh Hashanah, before the new year, we foresaw that this is going to be what we call a super spread event, because a lot of people congregate in the synagogue, and that is something that we will see a couple of weeks later with the rising infection rate. And this is indeed what happened in Bnei Brak. But this specific community, we donated the Taffix to the community, and anyone who was interested took the Taffix with the condition that we will be able to call them a couple of weeks later and see if they were infected or not. Now, look at the numbers. This was a community of 250 people. 80 of them took Taffix and used it as they should use it, every 5 hours. None of them was infected. In the rest of the community, those who did not use Taffix, the infection rate was 10%.
Tell me about the importance here of protecting the nose. I mean, we see on the streets, I must admit, I'm guilty of it sometimes. When you wear the mask below the nose, it's a little bit uncomfortable for over the nose. So people protect their mouth. They don't really think of the nose as a primary reason for concern, but they should be.
Actually, yeah, it's no use to take the discomfort of a mask if you put it on your mouth. You have to cover the nose, and the reason is that within the nose there are cells that act as a door for the virus. These cells are 10,000 times more prevalent in the nose than any other place in the body. Yeah. So if you protect the nose, you reduce significantly your chances. And as we have shown in our user study, we were able to reduce the infection rate by 78%.